Yes. So, to recap the previous session, what we discussed. So, we discussed about the installation, right? So, SAP installation. So, SAP installation. So, to perform the installation, we have to follow the hardware requirements, software requirements, and start the installation SWPM, then give the inputs, then installation will be completed. So, during the installation, what exactly will happen here, right? During the installation, what will happen? So during the installation, so we have the application layer will be created, SAP application layer and DB instance, and this two will be created. So to log into the SAP, to launch the SAP screen, you need SAP GUI. You need SAP GUI you required. Why? Because to launch the SAP screen means application layer. Why? Because this is the application layer. This is the application layer. So to launch this application layer, you need SAP GUI. This to launch this application layer, so you need the SAP GUI or SAP login pad. Both are same. Okay, just only. So depends upon the situation. We will call it as the either the GUI or login pad, right? So to launch SAP screen, whatever you done the installation, you have done the installation, right? To launch that one, you need SAP so GUI to launch this one, to open the SAP screen, right? So that is the one. So without SAP opened means database also up and running here. So here in this layer, in this application, we will do the transactions here. Here in this application layer, we will do the transactions here. So once you've done the transaction here, the transaction will goes to the database level in the form of tables. It will store the data in the form of tables. It will store the data. It will store the data. So here user will log in, launch, and will store the transaction. Suppose if you see here, so I have this is the presentation layer. Suppose like through browser I am logging and I have opened the IRCTC application. Suppose like here I will do the transaction here. Here I will do the all the transactions and everything. I will do here, right? Here I will do all the transactions and everything. So here I will do. So then if I click it, then it will application is open. This is the IRCTC application, right? Application is opened. Then from here, then I can book the tickets, everything. I can do the transactions and everything. Whatever you are getting the data, right? Whatever the response data you are getting from here. So everything which is gathered from the database level only. Everything it is gathered from the database level only, right? So that is the reason this all the data available here. Application will help us to so process our logic, business logic and everything here, right? So as of now, we have installed the SAP application. We have installed it. SAP application, we have done the installation. SAP application, we have installed it, right? SAP application layer application, we have done the installation application, right? So now how to log into the SAP application, how to launch that one. So to launch this one, you need SAP GUI. We are using the one tools like SAP login pad, SAP login pad or SAP GUI are required here, or browser screens we have to use it. Same way we have the SAP GUI, SAP login pad. We are in our all our desktops. So login pad is entry, it's available, right? This login pad also we have to download from the service marketplace. So this login pad also we have to download from the service marketplace that is available. So what you have to do, how to install that one on your desktop means you have to go to the SAP GUI. So NetWeaver, so presentation, GUI, Windows, Win32. Here setup all.exe. Just setup all.exe. So it's already installed. So you no need to worry about that one. Just I'm showing how to install the SAP login pad. You need to go to the setup all. So where it is available? So it is available in the so GUI presentation and GUI Windows Win32. So just click on the next button. So here you see what you are going to install. And suppose SAP GUI, right? GUI. I have done the GUI installation. Suppose latest I will add the one more add-on also I will add it here. Then doing the installation, done, right? So installation of the product completed successfully, right? So then after that, you will get the SAP logon pad icon for all users in the desktop, all users in the desktop, right? This is the one. So, and also you will get the SAP MMC. As soon as your SAP installation is completed, you will get the SAP MMC management console on Windows desktop systems. Windows desktop systems. If you open this one, if you open the SAP MMC, so there is a SAP systems are available here. So if you just expand that one, just if you expand it, okay, you see here you have two systems. Like I think our guys, you guys are installed two systems. One is the NWD you have installed, and NDE you installed it. NWD and NDE. I think someone installed the NDE also, right? You can see the two systems here. Two systems here, right? Two systems here. I can see the two systems here. So you can see here two systems here, right? So to each system, so two instances are available. Sir, why this is in the green color? Why this is in the ash color? So this is ash color means this is stopped status. This is stopped status. And the E means so someone installed, I guess. This is the so running status. That is the reason you can see the green color, right? So what about the instance number? So how can I know the instance number of this one? Someone during the installation, they have given the 2 and 3, 0 to 0, 3. If it is the 2030, 2030. So here, as you know, SAP during the installation of the SAP, there are the two instances will be created, right? During the SAP installation, there are the two instances will be created. One is the ASCS instance, and second one is the so PAS, primary application server. So ASCS. So above system central services. So PAS, primary application server, primary application server. So these are the two instances by default it will be created in the presentation layer. If I go one step before, and when you install the SAP by default, here you will get the two instances you will get. One is the ASCS instance, and second one is the so a primary application server instance. Two instances you will get, right? These two are called the so SAP. SAP means so A plus B whole square means A square plus B square. So there is a formula, right? So everybody knows. Same here. SAP means so here ASCS instance plus and primary application server. This both are called the so our SAP system. SAP application server. SAP application server. ASCS and PAS. So along with these services, along with this one, in our system, there the 7 core processes will be created. 7 work process will be created in a SAP level. So along with this one, so what we achieved during the installation, what will be created? We know we discussed during the installation, users will be created, right? So OS level and SAP level and a DB level. So DB level, the users will be created, right? OS level, operating system level. So SID, ADM, right? And SAP services SID, then database SAP level, SAP star and DDIC. These are the default users, master users, and DB level, database level also SID, ADM user will be created. This we know, like we discussed about this one, right? These are the users perspective. What about the SAP side? So what will be created? SAP installation means we are building the new house. SAP installation means we are building the new house in the system, right? New house we are building it. So on our floor, or in our 150 square yard flat, you are creating the one new house, one new house you constructed. After construction of the new house, then installation is done. Then we have to family members will stay, right? Family members. SAP side here 7 family members will stay inside of the house. Inside of the house, 7 family members will stay. So what are those family members? That in the SAP level, we will call it as the SAP work process, 7 work process. So those are called with, there is a formula DVEBMGS, right? There is a formula 7 work process called the DVEBMGS. So D means, so dialogue work process, right? So V means, so update work process. Definitely they may ask you questions on the how many work process will be created during the SAP installation. So 7 work process will be created. So E means, so NQ work process, right? So NQ work process. And B means, so background work process, right? And M means message server. And G means, so gateway work process. S means school work process. S means school work process. These are the work process will be created, means family members will be stay inside of the home. So how we as a family members will stay inside of the home? Here SAP side also, these are the family members will stay, and each work process there is a responsibility. In our home, everyone has a one responsibility, right? Father, mother, childs, right? Same as like here. So sons, and same as like here, each work process there is a responsibility to carry out, right? So those we will discuss about entire, so SAP, so topics, right? So here these are the 7 work process. So here, so how to log in then? How to open the SAP screen? We done the installation. Is it done? No. So what next? So we have to open the SAP logon pad. SAP logon pad. Just open the SAP logon pad. Okay. In your desktops, open the SAP logon pad here. SAP GUI for Windows. Here, just click on the create symbol. This is a new symbol, right? Just click on the new connection. So here, when you click on the new connection, just click on the next button, you see the description. So because here we need to add the our system, SAP system details here, right? So just a description giving SAP NDE system like that. So I have just provided the description. NetWeaver E means, suppose like who installed the NetWeaver NDE system? You installed. E means, what does it mean? E.
Just like dev, right?
Education.
D development like D.
Okay. 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 No problem. Okay. So instance number is the 02. I can see here, right? Instance number is the 02. How can I call the? I can take the instance number 02. So pass instance number, primary application server instance number 02. So why we have to take the pass, or can we take this one also? Means we can take this instance number also, we can take it. So that time we need to choose the group server application server. So that we will discuss. Now you will get confused. Now directly you can just connect to the custom application server. Here what it is saying, application server details, which means SAP SID, instance number. Then what is the host name? Host name means SAP Windows 1. This is our host name. SAP Windows 1. That is our host name. Then I selected that host name, then finish it, then just click on the login button. You will get the SAP screen. You will get the SAP screen. This is the SAP screen. You got it. This is the SAP screen. You got it. Right. So this is the SAP screen. You got it. So how I launched the screen? So in the SAP login pad, you need to add the entry. Just click connection, the connection details. So you have to add all the details here. Click on the next button, the description. So NDE SID, and your SID is NDE instance number 02, and so application server name, wherein we installed the SAP. We installed the SAP on this host, this host. This host name is this computer name. This computer name is the SAP Windows 1. So SAP Windows 1 is your SAP. So SAP Windows 1 is your application server name. Click on the finish, finish, finish. Then you have added the SAP server. Just select that one, log on, or you double click it, you will get the SAP screen opened here. Right? You will get the SAP screen is opened here. So this is the way you need to log into the SAP system. Now, when you log into the SAP system, here it is asking the client. It is asking the client. After you install the SAP system, as soon as we know some configurations will be created, some clients. SAP, we have client concept in SAP level. We have the client concept to log in. Client concept means, so the client number like in SAP, it's like 0002, so 999, which means to log into the SAP, you have to log into the first client. You have to declare the client, then user ID and password. So SAP, we have the client concept. So each client, there is a business data. So suppose when you install the first time SAP, you will get the by default two clients. One is the 000 and second one is the 00. These two clients are called the master clients. Master clients. So why? Because why we will call it as the master clients means it contains master data. Master data, SAP standard data it will contain. That's why we will call it as the master client. What are the master clients means? 000 and 001 are the master clients. It contains the master name. So client number starts with the 000, then end with 999. So in between, if you have any number, your favorite number, either 100, 200, 300, what is your favorite number? You can create the client. Then you can use that client as a to store our business. But you cannot use these two clients. So they may ask you questions during the interview point of time, and sometimes like, so what are the default clients here? So 000 and 001 are the default clients and master clients. We cannot do any business in these clients, right? SAP, we can log into the SAP. Here we will do the business, but in these two clients, we cannot log into the business here. We cannot log into the business here. Why? Because these are the SAP provided these two clients to us. Why? Because master data available in these two clients. So that is the reason you need to create the new client. That is the new topic separately we will get. But for now, we have to log in, right? But for now, we have to log into the SAP systems. Then in this case, what is the user ID? Client, same, either 000 and 001. What is the client user ID and password? We have to use it. So during the installation, so you have given the password for all users, something like that, right? So password for all users. So then just you can use, there are two default users and the passwords. So as we know, right? So SAP, once SAP is installed, there is the OS level users and SAP level users and DB level users, right? So SAP level, you have the SAP star and DDIC. These are the two users are creating, SAP star and DDIC. These are the two users are creating at SAP level. Two users are creating, right? So we have to log in with these two users only with the password. Whatever the password we have given during the installation, that password we have to use it. See here, I logged into the SAP screen here. So this is the SAP easy access screen, means SAP logon screen. This one. This is the SAP screen, SAP easy access screen here. This is the screen, right? So here, this is the way we have to log into the SAP systems, right? So once again, let me repeat it again. So for the new guys who are new, so once you install the SAP systems, then you will get the default configuration data, default users, the default clients, and our family members, right? Family members, SAP work process. All you will get here. So to log into the SAP, you need SAP GUI. This is our presentation layer. means you are here, you are here, right? Presentation layer, you are here, right? You will log into the presentation layer. You will the SAP GUI, you will open the SAP screen here, right? Then how can I open the database means during the DB topic time, I will let you know how to open that means, right? So then once you just click on it, then you will get the SAP screen here. Suppose you given the wrong details here. Suppose if you provided the instead of host name, you provided the SAP Windows. Then if you click it, it won't open. Then you will say, so it is connecting, 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 then it won't connect it. So you will get like resource temporarily not available. It's not reached. There is no details like this. There is no details like this, right? So that is the reason you have to clearly provide the all the details here. Otherwise, you won't get the SAP screen here. You won't get the SAP screen here. You won't get the SAP screen here. Here, for now, you don't change any client here. Just log in with the default client or either any user, either the SAP star user or DDIC user, you can use it, then log into the password. So then you will get the SAP screen here. This is the SAP screen here. In this SAP screen, how you logged into the SAP screens are presentation layer, how you launched this one. From browser, how we launch the IRCTC, same way through GUI, through SAP login pad. So I launched the SAP screen, I launched it, SAP screen, I launched it here, right? SAP screen, I launched here through SAP screen, I launched the, so I launched the SAP application server I have opened here. So here, normally all the people will do the all the business here, right? Users and users, they will log in and they will enter the transactions data, everything here in the inside of the system here, right? So here, that is fine. They will enter and everything, that is fine. But for now, so what is this name? This is the home page. This is the first page. So here, SAP is the purely transactional code concept, transactional code based concept, SAP, transactional codes. So, which means T codes. SAP is the transaction. Means normally if you go other application server, you have the tabs, right? You have the tabs, you have to operate the tabs. If you know all the tabs, then you are good. You know that concept. But here, SAP, there is a transactional code based concept. So what is this transactional code? What is the transaction code? So here, transaction code. Transaction means that is the shortcut to the your business application. Shortcut to the your business application. So where we have to enter the transaction code, the T codes. T codes. Okay. So shortcut, they will call it as the T. T means transaction codes, right? So here, this is a OK code box. You can see left side, the top corner, you see the here there is a transaction code box. This is the OK code box. We will call it as the OK code box. In this OK code box, we have to enter the transaction. This is the toolbar. This is the toolbar here, right? So these are the symbol. Like if you mouse over, then you will see the what is it exactly. So what is exactly, you will get all the things. Print option. You can do the print from here also. So log off, just you can log off from the systems, right? This is the home page here. This is the home page. So this is the menu options. Now here, after this is the logo, SAP logo. So here, suppose here we need to enter the transaction codes. Then you will get, suppose if I talk about the transaction code, suppose like one of the HR related. So some of the like suppose like some other transaction codes, some accounting, so account related. So all the transactions so here available, all the transactions. So here we can just execute it. The transactions we can execute in the systems. So transactions we can execute in the systems. We will get the page. Suppose if I open the suppose example SM50, then you will open the one SAP screen. One SAP screen, you will get it out, right? So each transaction, you will get the one business page. So transaction code means shortcut to the your business application. Your application will be opened. Business page will be opened. Shortcut to the your business page. Whatever the page you want to access, you can go. But previously, when you go to the any page, suppose if I go to the here, I want to go to the security, then you can go to the security. I want to go to the chart. I want to go to the participants. Like that, we have the tabs are available, right? The buttons tabs are available in the suppose like Zoom meeting. So SAP, it's like T code concept, T code based concept. So you can just enter the T code, then you will get the so everything here. Enter the T code based, so you will get the screens here. You will get the screens, everything from here. This is the SAP screen here, right? So if you want to navigate through the tabs also available, but most of the things will navigate through the SAP transaction codes only, right? So they may ask you questions on the transaction codes and everything. Here we need to enter the transaction code. The respective page will be opened here. Respective page will be opened here. So as soon as you done the installation, so what is the next here? As soon as you done the installation, so you connected to the SAP screen, you launched the SAP screen. The first transaction code that is called the SAP post installation activities. SAP post installation activities. SAP post installation activities. So what does it mean by post installation? After the installation, what we have to do? So after the installation, so what we have done? SAP GUI installations, we have done it. Then, so we have configured the entry in SAP logon pad, SAP GUI. So then after that, we have opened the SAP screen, launched the SAP screen. Okay. The next one, what we did is and launched the SAP screen. Then from there, the fourth one, once you launch the SAP screen, here we need to execute the transaction codes, right? So launched the SAP screen, then we need to execute the. So as soon as your installation completed, the first transaction code we need to verify our installation is successfully completed or not, or there are any issues. So the first transaction code which we have to execute is after the installation completed. So SICK or SM28 are the transaction code to check the so consistency status, to check the consistency status. To check the consistency status, SICK transaction code. Suppose here in the OK code box, just you need to enter that SICK. So then it will check the system checks, consistency check. So whether no errors are reported, which means we don't have any errors in the systems. So two transaction codes are available here, SM6 or SM28. SICK you can easily remember, SICK, right? So all SAP transactions, most of the transaction starts with the S only. S means SAP transaction codes. There is no order here. So depends upon the topic that it will come here, right? So SICK or SM28. Okay. So these are the transaction codes, either SICK or SM28 to check the 28 for the consistency status, which means our system is consistently behaving or not. We need to check these transaction codes. Then immediately, so once you check it out, then immediately we need to check the ST22. So for the above dumps, are there any critical dumps in the system or not? We need to check critical dumps in the system or not. We need to check. If we go to the ST22, we will see are there any critical dumps? So runtime errors, critical dumps. Are there any runtime errors or not? We can check. So yesterday we done the installation, right? Maybe 16th we can put like, so 16th. So 16th we can put, then 16th we can put and execute it. You will see are there any dumps or not. You will get just start button. Then you will see the related any dumps. Yes, one dump is occurred. So one dump is occurred in the system's runtime error on 16th, right? We can see the application server level, who is the user, what is the client, then so what is the time and what is the dump. If you double click it, the dump will be opened here. The dump will be opened. So this is error in the kernel. the process terminated by the what happened. All the information will be available in the here. All the information is available here. So what happened exactly? So all the information is available in the systems here. This is a internal system error, internal system thrown the errors here. So due to some issues here, due to some issues with the program, it was terminated. It was terminated in the systems here. The process terminated by this signal 11 means system initiated the signal to stop it or throw the disk dump. So what happened? Error in the SAP kernel, right? So what can I do? So error analysis. So this kind of analysis we have to discuss. This is the so more deep analysis we can perform it. So during the our upcoming classes, just to, this is the transaction code to check the system dumps here, right? So then after that we discussed about the so during the installation we get the SAP process, right? The first we will check it out. This one we talk about the post installation activities, high level. We will configure the TMS configurations, then client creations, then profiles import. This all are will come, like all are will come. So post installation, client creations, so background jobs release, all. So client creations, client copy. So then a new client creation, new client copy, profiles import. So then integrations. So all we will get. So all these post activities are we have to perform it. Each topic there is a each and everything there is a one big topic actually in SAP level. Okay. So coming to the SAP. So coming to the SAP screen, once you open the SAP screen, so we are logging to the SAP system here. Now, first topic which we are going to discuss about the work process overview here. Okay, work process overview. So we will discuss about the work process, how many work process we have in the SAP systems, right? So how to log in now, how many work process. This is the first topic which we are going to discuss after the installations. So work process overview. So work process, right? We have 7 work process, D, V, E, B, M, G, S, right? D, V, E, B, M, G, S. So D means dialogue. The first work process we will call it as the dialogue. So, okay, dialogue work process, right? Dialogue work process. So what is the use of the dialogue work process? So dialogue work process is responsible to take the user request, to process the user request, right? The mainly here the dialogue will perform the 2 activities. So take the user request and to process the user request. Take the user request and process the user. Who are logged to the SAP systems, who are opening the SAP systems, who are logged to the SAP systems, here the dialogue work process will take the user request, then and it will process the user request. Suppose here, so dialogue work process, you are logging to the presentation layer 2. Suppose example, just log off. You are logging to the SAP logon pad 2, SAP logon pad 2. So your SAP screen you are opening, right? If you double click it, you are getting the SAP screen here, which means so you are connected to the SAP. Sometimes you won't get the SAP screen here, which means SAP is down or something like that, right? If the SAP is down, suppose we have the one more system, right? Here we have one more system that is called the NWD with 00, right? We'll try to open that one. Suppose like NWD, so instance number 00, I guess. Sorry, SID, NWD, instance number 00, and our application server name is SAP Windows 1. I configured this one, NWD also. So just double click it or open it, you will get the spontaneously, you will get that it's not reached. Why? Because here SAP is down here. You can see SAP is down here. So here in MMC, you can see here all the 2 instances, right? You can see the 2 instance. This is the DB related instance. Here, so 2 instances. 2 instances means what? 2 instances mean what? So one is the ASCS instance, and second one is the ASCS instance, and second one is the primary application server. So ASCS means we know above system central services, or we will call it as the CS, central services. So in this seven work process, so two work process are in the ASCS, remaining five are in the here, right? Two work process means, so message server and queue server are in the here, and remaining five dialogue, so update, background, gateway, spool. These five are in the primary application server, means SAP application server. SAP application server. So this ASCS instance, this the here. So how can we say that? So we can, if you open the SAP MMC, in the MMC you have, so if you go to the process list, here message server and NQ server, this both are running, which means this is the ASCS instance. This is the ASCS instance. If you go to the this one here, if you go to the ABAP work process table, here we have the DIA, which means dialogues, update, background. So then process list, if we go to the, so gateway and spool work process, gateway and spool work process, we have remaining five work process are here. So all are the status of the all the work process is showing like waiting, wait. So it started and waiting status. Waiting means, so waiting for the user request. These requests are waiting for the user request. All these work process are waiting for the user request. It's a waiting for the user request, right? Waiting for the user request here. So here, once it is waiting for the user request, so you can see here work process tables, and additionally we have dispatcher, IGS, and ICM. So in the each application server, additionally here, so dispatcher, and IGS and ICM. So these three will be available, each application server. So each application server means multiple application servers we can add it to the one SID, one SAP system, multiple application servers we can add it to the, but ASCS should be only one and DB is only one, but application servers we can add it. So first we install, right? That is the first application server. When you install the one more application server, depends upon the load. Why? Because users are increasing. With this one system, one application server, you cannot handle it. Then that is the reason you can install the one more application server. That is the additional application server. Then one more application server, additional application server, one more application server. Like that, n number of application servers we can install for SID. One SID we can install the n number of application servers we can install it. Depends upon the load, your production load, depends upon the business. We can increase the work process, we can increase it. We can increase the process, right? For now, you can just remember only on the one application server. Later, once we move it, we can install the one more app server also, we can add it. One more application server also, we can add it, right? The first work process, now we know about the SAP MMC also. In MMC, you have the two instances. One is the ASCS that you can see, and one is the application server instance. ASCS means we know, right? ASCS means here we have the message server and NQ server. These two processes are available here. ASCS means, right? Then, so here next one we have the application server. So how can we say application server? Each application server we have the, so dispatcher, IGS, and gateway, ICMan, and the remaining work process are available. So these are the add-ons for the each application server, but these are the work process. These are the, this 5 plus 2, these are the 7 are the SAP work process. These are the guests, right? Something like when you are the home, home, whenever the new person comes, they are the guests, your relatives, right? But actual family members are, these are the 7 members are the active family members. These are the 7 family members here, right? In that first work process, which we are going to discuss about the dialogue work process, right? Dialogue work process. So the responsibility, the transaction code of the dialogue work process is called the, so SM50 and SM66 are the transaction codes for the dialogue work process. Okay, so let me pause it here. Any questions from anyone here? Are you able to get?
Yeah, no review.
Clear, right? So let me,
Yeah.
otherwise, if you are getting confused, I will pause, I will stop it here. Tomorrow we'll continue the starting from the dialogue work process. Okay, so because today, so all the theory, much theoretical part we covered it, right? So how to add the systems to the logon pad, then how to open the SAP screen, from which user we have to log in, all these things we have discussed. So for now, and also SAP MMC. So here, when you install the SAP 2 instance, or why it is stopped means we can start it. Right click and we can start it. So that will be started, right? That is getting started. You can see when you're starting, it is starting. It's a yellow color, it's amber. So which means it is starting. See here, it is getting started. Then once it is started, then immediately you will see the, so this is also getting started. This is also getting started. So this is also starting now. So dispatcher is starting. Then so IGS, then remaining process will be started. Remaining process will be started. So this is also we can start it, not a problem. So but two instances are there. So all what you can do, you can just add this NDE into your application, your system, your login pad. Just add this one, then try to log in. Once try to launch that one. So try to open the NDE, then enter the password, then just execute the first two transaction codes, which I discussed with you, ST22 and SICK. These transaction codes, you enter it. And also check the SM50 and SM66 also, you can just execute it. But tomorrow I will explain in detail what is it mean. Why? Because today I discussed much theoretical, and it's the starting of the class, right? So everyone will get confused, few members. So that's why I'm not going to discuss much on this one. So just two transaction codes, SICK and so ST22, how to add and everything. This we can practice it today. So remaining, once you get understand of the SAP screens, how to log in and everything, remaining I will explain tomorrow. Okay. Any
Ravi,
yes.
when we add additional application server, in that application server, the same, whatever you said, work process
Yes.
and this ICM,
Yes.
all these will be there, or only work process will be there?
No, all will, this will come. So this will come, like each application server, this all the same setup will come. This is the application server, right? So each application server, you will get the dispatcher, IGS, gateway, IC man, and this all this work process will come. Each application server.
Okay.
We'll install tomorrow. So it will not take much time. It will not take much time. So that I know how to, we know, like everybody knows how to install that one. So we will install that one. We will install for our classes purpose. We will install the multiple application servers. So just we will go to the here SWPM, launch the SWPM. There we have to do the, we can add the new application server. Instead of installing the fresh installation, we can just to install the, so just to add the new application server, additional application servers we can add it. It depends upon the load. So suppose the load is very more, suppose today 100 users, tomorrow 1000 users, then load is more, one application server it won't handle it, then we can add the more application servers also. So it's a matter of like 10 to 15 minutes only. Immediately it will be installed. Tomorrow we'll see that one. I will explain it tomorrow. Instead of this in the ending of the class, in the starting of the class, it is very interesting. Then that time tomorrow I will explain it, how to add the additional application server to the same. Okay. Any questions from anyone still?